Tonight's top story, ClevelandCliffs was ready to run its last coil in Weirton today, but there's been a change. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jamie Baker.
And I'm Dylan Cleveland. News 9's Bill Steinbach met with union leaders at the plant today and is joining us live now from Weirton with more details. Bill, good evening.
Thank you very much, Dylan and Jamie, and good evening to you. Earlier this afternoon, I spoke with USW Local 2911 President Mark Glyptis, who talked about the scheduled idling that was slated to start today, and then the overall pushback by 1 week, and the reasons leading up to that overall change in the timeline. The idling of the ClevelandCliffs tin mill was first announced on February 15th. And since that time, union leaders have been in contact with government officials trying to work on a plan to keep the facility open. Despite those efforts, it will idle manufacturing starting on Monday, April 22nd. The initial deadline in the WARN Act called for its idling on April 15th, but a contract clause for a 40-hour work week extended that deadline.
At which time there will be several hundred employees laid off. So it's going to be, I will call it a massive layoff. Those employees are going to go on unemployment. Some of them are going to transfer to other plants. There's a whole lot going on as it relates to the layoffs. Then after next week, there'll be employees laid off weekly, probably into the end of the year.
The plans for the company will turn from manufacturing to maintaining the equipment, so it's ready for a possible plant reopening. That reopening depends on conversations between the union and the International Trade Commission.
We being the union, has been working vigorously with a number of legislators to try to find a way to change the ruling from the ITC. We've been all the way up to the president. We've been using Senator Manchin, Senator Sherrod Brown, and others.
Glyptis was in Washington, D.C. last week to testify in front of a Sunset Review committee on the importance of the plant and the product they manufacture for the country, saying this is a process that will take time.
We're going to continue to fight. Okay, I don't think it's necessarily a short-term solution to this issue, but it's a longer-term solution.
The overall message from Glyptis on the plans moving ahead?
The pressure being put on the government, the right thing will happen over time. So I'm confident that in the meantime, we'll continue adding as much pressure as we can to our government.
Now, as far as any updates go with the ITC and USW Local 2911, as Glyptis mentioned, the timeline is ongoing and this will be a very slow-moving process. But as always, be sure to stick with News 9 as we'll continue to provide updates as they become available. Reporting in Weirton, I'm Bill Steinbach, News 9.
Hi, I'm Dylan Cleveland. Thanks for watching. And here's another video to check out, and be sure to subscribe to our channel.